Hey guys, welcome to Dr. Lou's News and Reviews. Our country right now is going through a dramatic time more than ever. Do you understand in just 4 months that life has completely changed for the worst in America? In just 4 months, if I would have said 6 months ago, a year ago, that they were going to force us to wear masks, you guys would have called me a conspiracy theorist. If I would have said, you know what, the dollar is going to drop and it's not even going to be worth anything, you guys would be considering me a conspiracy theorist. If I said that they're trafficking kids by the thousands and kidnapping them all over the country every week, you would say I'm conspiracy theorist. I can go on and on and on. And now how we know how true each of those statements are. Do you understand in just 4 months that they got literally 98% of the U.S. population to wear masks, even where it's not mandated? In Georgia, it's not a mandate, but just about every store you go into, you still have to wear a mask. If you're not, I'm one of the only ones that won't wear a mask. But guess what? I just don't go to those stores. I'll do my shopping online or what have you. But, walking in a sea of people, of sheeple, wearing masks, following this mandate, literally letting tyrannical mandates override their constitutional rights. It is not the state's choice. It's not the government's choice to determine if you should be wearing a mask or not. Quarantine, again, that's for sick people. Mask, that's for people that are sick. If you're not sick or if you've tested negative, you shouldn't even have to be forced to be wearing a mask. It's almost as ridiculous as possible. And of course, now we see, the numbers. I've been saying this for the last 4 months or even 6 months, that how this virus is fake, but yet people want to lie and defend and literally go against you and give some of these ridiculous speaking points about COVID. But even the CDC says, you know what, guys, we lied to the whole entire country for the last 5 or 6 months. And oh yeah, instead of having 100,000 deaths, we only had maybe 9,000 deaths. The rest of the deaths were what? Pre-existing conditions. That means, and of course, like I always said, when people said, oh, my aunt died, or you don't understand all the people that are dying. No, you know what? They weren't dying of COVID. They were dying of their poor life choices that they made. And maybe they had diabetes, or maybe they had cancer, or maybe they smoked their entire life or drank their entire life and have cirrhosis of the liver or some type of respiratory condition. But everybody wants everybody to feel sad, and people literally try to make, if they're COVID positive, a badge of honor. Oh, I'm COVID positive. Oh, I got to go get tested. And they're like putting it on social media and expecting and wanting that sympathy. And then when you try to help people understand really what the truth is, it's a very weak virus, first of all. And if you guys would have remembered, even 4 or 5 months ago, there again, this title of this video is in 4 months, we've lost ourselves. But in 4 months, I remember them even saying, oh, the coronavirus, and we've learned this in virology and in school and stuff like that, but it's a weak cold virus, and it's always been a weak cold virus. And people say, oh, it's been genetically modified and tested for chemical warfare. Well, if that's the case, where is the outrage for that at? Where is the evidence? If it was a released biological agent and it only killed, what the CDC says, 9,000 people, less than 0.0001% of the people that got it, that it killed, But yet, understand that they shut down the entire country. Understand, man, they destroyed small businesses. Who are the businesses that are thriving during this fake ass scamdemic? Well, you got Home Depot, you got Lowe's, you got Walmart, you got the Walgreens, Dollar Store, Dollar General. You can go into any one of those, mask or not. They might even force you to have a mandate with their ridiculous mask. It's unconstitutional. Goes against every right of a human citizen in the United States. But yet, you know what? You go right ahead and you put it on. You say you don't want to cause trouble, and none of us want to cause trouble, so we wear it. You know, I'm almost sick of it, man. It's like we got a country of people that are afraid to buck the system, even when they know the truth, even when the governing factors, or CDC is now actually not even part of the government. The CDC is a private 501c organization, just like my 501c3, the Lasting Purpose Foundation, or other people's 501c3s. It's a private organization. It has nothing to do with the government. But anyways, the U.S. government and the sheeple love to follow what this paid fake-ass organization, CDC, tells everybody. So, of course, they told everybody that they lied and had to decrease the amount of people that died by 150,000 people. Oh, sorry, we just gonna remove this from our website, but don't be alarmed. Still wear the mask. Still shut your business down. You still can't work out. You still can't get your hair done. Oh yeah, but they have the gyms where government workers can work out in the government buildings, or you have people like Nancy Pelosi and other politicians. They're going around without their mask. Fauci did it at the baseball game, shoved it right in your face, but yet you still follow the narrative. And in 4 months, they have proved this is a lie time and time again. They have told us right to our face that they have lied to you, they've lied to me, but yet we still follow the lie. And it's so crazy, it's so ridiculous, I can't believe it. And we could just go on and on with the lies. This lie with the BLM, guys, don't get me wrong, okay? I have black friends, I have black people in my family, and I love them to death. I will fight and die for them any day of the week, because I really don't think there's a whole lot of racism really within our country, because we all have friends of different ethnicities and races and religions. But this media, man, this media is just lying to us and perpetuating the hate. And I have to say, guys, I was one of the first ones that maybe I even got upset about this, because you don't want to see white people getting beat up by blacks, and you don't want to see blacks getting, beat up by whites and shit. But that's what Facebook is allowing this, and they're allowing it on Twitter, and they're allowing it on Instagram, and of course they're putting it on the news. If people still watch TV, I'm sure there's a lot of you that do, but if you do, just put a fucking hammer through it. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to swear. Put a hammer through your TV. Stop watching the news. They are, if Trump was to do anything, he should be shutting down the media. Why is this president not stopping the hatred that is going on? And the media is one of the ones that perpetuate it, and they continue to lie to us. They continue to lie to you, but yet we still, and I can't say we, because I'm not putting myself in that category, but yet people still, they read it in the news, or they heard it on CNN or Fox News. Fox News is just as bad as CNN. Don't think they're any better. They say they're independent. No, when it all boils down to all the same 6 major companies that own them, the same 6 or 4 major families that own those companies, and they determine what you and I are going to listen and learn as news. And one of the great things we could talk about like that is this Black Lives Matter. And there again, and the reason why I said earlier, why I love black people, and I love my black friends, and if I seen any injustice, I would be there to stop it, and immediately. And I'm sure there's a multitude of you that would do the same thing, regardless of their skin color or their religion. If you see somebody being treated unfair, it's the American way to stick up for the small guy. So, understand, my people that are out there, I am for you, and I am for injustice of all colors. But we also have to know, are we led by our emotions and lies that the media tells us, or should we understand and know the science or the real numbers, or the statistical numbers? This weekend, I put it up here. I got my computer, one of my computers right here. There was 10 kids killed this weekend alone. One of the girls' names is 8-year-old girl that was killed in Chicago. Okay, DeJour Wilson. Where is Black Lives Matter for that girl? Got her family right here on CNN crying. All right. This Labor Day alone in Chicago, there was over like 65 shootings and 10 people, 12 people died. Three of those being a children under the age of 15. Three. And you know, do I don't know if I even have to explain this, you know, because a child is a child. But also they were children of color. They were children of other races. So where is Black Lives Matter? You know, what about Sequoia Turner here in Atlanta? I still have yet to hear a peep from BLM. I have yet to hear a peep from Mayor Bottoms. What about that loudmouth guy? What's his name? Killer Mike or something, the big fat guy, you know, talking points. Didn't do a thing for Sequoia Turner. You know, what did I do? Maybe I should look at the mirror and go, hey man, Louis, what did you do? You know, and I tried to talk to some community leaders about reaching out to some of these children, and I was disparaged or just deterred and said, you know what, you don't really want to get into this. Why don't you just keep on doing what you're doing? And that came from a majority of the black community when I was trying to look out and reach out to this girl's family, because, you know, guys, it's just in my nature to do that. But anyways, we have children, and I've put this in posts and also in videos, and you know, that every weekend there are 5, 10, 20 children that are being slaughtered every weekend, and they keep on putting it under drive-by shootings. Understand that in the last 4 months, our country's completely at war. We're at war with BLM. We're not at war with black people. There's black patriots out there. There's black people that want the way of life, that the American way of life, and be able to provide for their family, have a safe place for their children, start a black-owned business, go to school, then go right ahead. I am with you. The patriots are with you, and we stand with you, and we will protect you as well. And that's how we're reunited as brothers and sisters. But this BLM movement that is going on right now has nothing to do with representing any inner city or color or race of people. It does not represent. It represents one thing, and it's representing only Marxist, communist movement. And understand, if you're gay or you're black, go to look at Russia, look at some of these countries. They go against people that are different or people of other races. They slaughter them, they massacre them, they put them in jail. You know, I don't care if you're gay or not. I don't care if you're black or Hispanic or not. I don't care if you're Muslim or Jewish or not. You're about this country. You are a brother to me. You are a brother to all of us. If you are for the positiveness of this country and growing together, you know, so we got to start asking ourselves, man. You know, in the last 4 months, we've been lied to. We've been lied to about a fake pandemic. We've been forced to wear masks. We have been torn apart as a country where now sides and lines are being drawn. In the last 4 months, we have 7 or 8 major cities that have been attacked, that have been